afternoon from Lisbon, Portugal. This video is my urban B-roll tutorial where I share with you tips and tricks on how to get awesome B-roll in a city. It all starts right now. Let's go! The first urban B-roll tip Nelly and I have gained over dozens of client shoots throughout many different cities in Europe and around the world, and that is to try and capture the ambience of the city. And that seems really broad and kind of opaque, but if you think about the vibe and culture of a destination, you can try and capture that through many different ways, and a lot of it comes back to culture. So you've got things that people can associate with, like language or things like food or music, sounds, you know, the whole vibe of a city, traffic, sirens, you know, steam and smoke, things that people can associate an urban vibe with. And that doesn't matter what city you're in, it's just trying to capture the ambience of an urban environment. Next tip is to shoot in high frame rates. If your camera can do 60, 90, or 120, I highly suggest going into one of those frame rates so you can really slow down the movement of the city. It makes it look a lot more cinematic and it'll stabilize a lot of your footage. So stuff like these fountains or like moving cars or people or animals, anything around the city that you can kind of shoot in a higher frame rate to bring it down to slow motion in post will make it look just that much better.
Here in the background too. Looks great.
It's a new day, and the next point about urban B-roll is spending time exploring the city. We've been here for about 3 days. Nelly's been filming for her channel. She's got a couple Lisbon videos coming up, so be sure to go and check those out. And we've just been trying to like get a vibe for the city by exploring a whole bunch of different areas, almost all on foot. You can do it by free walking tours. They're a great option, but because we've been here before, we're just sort of revisiting places that we've already been and that we like, and capturing some B-roll for this video from those places. And the weather's been all over the place, as you've probably seen from this video. The sequences are kind of mixed from a whole bunch of different days, so bear with me there. But it's been fun so far, so we're gonna keep exploring Lisbon, hopefully even get some good sunset light tonight. Our next urban B-roll tip is capturing the iconic. Now, in many urban environments and cityscapes, you've got things like buildings or monuments or statues which really give away a city, and you've also, of course, got details, something that people recognize and they immediately say, yes, that's New York, or yes, that's Paris, or in this case, yes, this is Lisbon.
be one of the best pastenatas in all of Lisbon.
The number one tip and thing to remember when filming urban B-roll is a telephoto zoom lens. So here on the GH5 we got the 12-60 from Leica, it's a 2.8, and because the GH5 is a micro four thirds, it's a crop sensor, so it effectively works as like a 24-120. And then this guy, you all recognize this, is the 70-200 Canon 2.8, and on the USR it also works really well to capture sort of candid moments of people or traffic or animals that don't know that you're filming them, they're unaware. And there could be a bit of a moral issue depending on who you are, like capturing the everyday life of people who are unaware of you filming them and then putting it on the internet. But at the end of the day, if somebody's out in a public place, their image could be captured, and then that can be used either by the man and the governments or by the city or by the police, whatever. So it depends on how you feel about capturing sort of candid moments of people that are unaware of you doing it. But for urban B-roll, it is a really good way to tell the story of a city, and that is my definite number one tip, is to have a telephoto zoom lens. And the Urban B-roll challenge has come to an end. That is about 4 or 5 days exploring Lisbon, just a whole mix mash of footage from the whole area of the city. This is one of our favorite cities in Europe, and I hope that this video has shown you why. It is just such a fantastic place to explore and to film. There's so many great restaurants and so much like amazing energy, and it's so much fun to capture that on film. So I hope that you've enjoyed these tips and tricks for urban B-roll. Always remember to try and capture the ambience, sound. Using a telephoto lens is huge. Food, culture, people, you know, wandering around. Give yourself a few days to really get to know the city, observe, listen, watch, you know, all those things, and always try and capture the iconic and details, diversity, everything you can think of, the music, you know, some really some special spontaneous moments that we've experienced here in Lisbon, and it's been great to share with you here on the channel. So as always, thank you so much for watching. The holiday season is approaching, so I wish you and your family Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. It's going to be an awesome vacation time, I'm sure. And from Nelly and I, we're signing off. So as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked the video, and I will see you on the next one.